What's good, y'all? I'm saying, welcome back. We back with another one, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all been doing good. Hope y'all been having a good week. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all been having a good day. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all been staying out of trouble. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got something to get into today. We're gonna get into an update on the whole Julio Foolio case, get into all the new information that we have recently acquired. You know what I'm saying? We have the Tampa Bay police basically making 5 arrests. Well, no, actually making 3 arrests, releasing the charge information, like the actual charges that are being placed against these people have been publicly put out there. So we know everybody who has been charged, but everybody has not been caught yet currently. Anyway, we're gonna get into it without too much further ado. If you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like on this one right here. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me. It does help out, you know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate it. But anyway, not too much further ado. We're gonna get straight into this information. Okay, so like I said, Tampa Bay police have currently released information about the 5 people charged with the murder of Julio Foolio. Now, the 3 people that have already currently been arrested are Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, and Sean Gathright. Now, all 3 of these people were charged with the murder of Julio Foolio. Okay, so the first 3, you know what I'm saying, some of those names may have sounded familiar. Some of the people that we have talked about before previously in reference to this case, but 2 new names that basically busted a hole wide open in this case that kind of basically put all the pieces together for people to why Julio Foolio was actually unalived, because people pretty much figured that there was like hundreds of different reasons that people wanted to get Julio out of the way, you know what I'm saying, get him out of the picture. Basically people were trying to figure out a solid hardcore motive for, you know, why people would actually want to kill Foolio. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had so many different enemies. They have to actually pinpoint which of his enemies and which motive drew his enemies to commit the acts that they committed against him. So 2 of the people who haven't been caught yet, the 2 people that are on the run, that have also been charged with the murder of Julio Foolio, are Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy. Now, the Murphy family, these 2 are cousins of each other apparently. Now, the Murphy family have actually been charged with the actual shooting of Julio Foolio, and not just the murder. They actually were the shooters in this case. In order to establish a possible motive for why these individuals will want to go against Julio Foolio, we got to go back a few years to something that took place at a high school football game. Now, this will show you the levels of depravity that is really taking place in these freaking streets. If you are a young man who is thinking about, you know what I'm saying, dibbling dabbling in these streets, this should show you right here why you should stay far away from street activity unless you're, you know what I'm saying, you're prepared to put you and your family through situations like this. Now, a young kid by the name of Gerard Adams was playing in a football game at his high school football game, and members of 6 Block, which is affiliate or the set that Julio Foolio is from, members of 6 Block allegedly went to that football game and unalived that teen right in the middle of his high school football game. So that is crazy. If you just want to stop and think about that for a second, that they pulled up to a high school game. You know, it's crazy enough that these kids are pulling up to high schools at all with the gun, but pulling up to the football game and he's actually playing in the game and y'all freaking unalive him. That is next level demonic. That is demon time right there, y'all. Like, that is not even human. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the news expert from that night.
Police are calling the shooting that unfolded as nearly 4,000 fans left Rains High School, the stadium, as a gang-related shooting. Saying Gerard Adams, the young man you just saw in that photo, and is 17.
Now, if you don't know, Gerard Adams was affiliated or close to a lot of the members that were in the 1200 set, who was basically a rival set of the 6th Street set. So basically that's why a lot of these members, the Murphy family and Sean Gathright and a couple of other people, that they were affiliated or a part of the 12th Street gang.
18-year-old Rain student were targeted and had ties to criminal street gang activity. The family of Adams saying their loved one was not a gang member. And a 16-year-old Lee High School student was also injured in the shooting. She was struck by a stray bullet.
He took my baby away.
It's okay.
Come on, baby.
Whoever you are, I hope you did have the heart to turn yourself in.
Gerard Adams' grandmother devastated and pleading for an end to gun violence.
All this killing is going on. These young boys, y'all need to stop. Get a job and work. All the killing out here, it needs to stop.
Okay, so the shooting actually had 3 victims. We had Gerard Adams, who was 19-year-old, and he actually passed away unfortunately. And one of the other living victims was a 16-year-old black female who attended Lee High School, and she was treated. And there was also a 17-year-old black male who was with the deceased victim, and he is also in stable condition, so it looks like he survived that as well. And this is from the information that the police released. Now, not too long after this shooting take place, obviously if you go do something out of school, there's not too much you're going to be able to do as far as like people not wanting to get you arrested and get you locked up. You know what I'm saying? You do anything that has to do with a school, high school, whatever, people are going to want you locked up more than anything. So arrest was made shortly after that situation took place, and basically a 16-year-old male named Kenny Cap was charged with that murder. And if you don't know who that is basically he's a member of 6 Block, which I just told you that is Julio Foolio's set. So this is supposedly one of Julio Foolio's little homies, like basically one of his, you know what I'm saying, one of his little homies, one of his little shooters or whatever. And that's basically who did the unaliving of Gerard Adams. Now, Kenny Cap actually ended up getting his charges reduced to manslaughter because for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, you can make your own assumptions. I'm not gonna like put any thoughts into your head or nothing like that. But for whatever reason, the witnesses did not show up to the trial. Basically, there was 2 witnesses that were supposed to show up to basically say just a couple things, just a couple statements that basically would lock them away for life. But because they did not show up and, you know what I'm saying, and give those statements, he was able to get his charges reduced to a manslaughter, and he actually ends up getting out. Now, this is a photo of him with Julio Foolio the day that he gets out. You know what I'm saying? This is literally the day he gets out from that same trial. This is a photo of them together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It's definitely clear affiliation. Clearly they were, you know what I'm saying, cool with each other or whatever, from the same set, taking photos together. Like, people are only going to assume, especially the streets, you know what I'm saying. The street dudes, they not exactly thinking with 100% like clarity. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely gonna assume that, unless you outright come out and say, oh yeah, that's not really my homie or whatever. Like, they are gonna assume the worst.
These people could have threw you a what, like, all they really wanted was some key words from these people, and the case would have probably went the other way. When you received the news that the witnesses didn't show up, I mean, do you remember where you were at when your lawyer told you that these witnesses they're not cooperating?
I was in my, I was incarcerated, so I was in my cell. But like I can say, like, I was thankful for God. Just what I need. This my freedom on the line. So just patience and a lot of praying, a lot of faith.
Like I said, I'm not gonna make too many assumptions. I don't want to put nothing out there that's not already out there. But hey, you could only guess why those witnesses didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? If you got to live in the same city as these people, and these people got all this affiliation with them and everything like that, like, you could only guess why they didn't show up. If these are people who are obviously terrorizing the city, they don't have any regard for anybody, and obviously y'all just y'all could be the reason that one of their members get locked up. You know what I'm saying? They could do anything behind that. So hey, I don't blame them for not showing up. Now, to make matters worse, you know what I'm saying, affiliation aside, obviously this is Julio Foolio, so obviously he wasn't gonna make anything better by saying anything to mend the situation. But not only that, it's Julio Foolio, so he's got to take it a step further and actually press down on the gas pedal. So basically what he did after this situation took place was he continued to diss the 1200 Block members multiple times on multiple different songs, including one of his most popular songs, List of Dead Ops. So we're going to take a look at list of dead ops real quick and see the different people that he dissed in there. Basically, like there was multiple people that he dissed in this song. So let's take a look and see if we can find the people he dissed in this.
I got hit in the head, he tried to swim at the pool.
There's J5, Big Baby. I was talking about people dying on school buses and going to school. There's a lot of people getting shot up at their schools and whatnot. It's the one place you would hope to be safe. You got to be the most nervous because you can't even bring your gun into school. That's tough. Quan, Top, Pro Sosa, Linford, Bando, Amp, Spaz, Acapulco, Nate, Shug, Corbin. Dang, he said that's his own cousin, Willie. Say, you know, you could kind of clear Ace of the whole situation. I know, obviously, he came out and made the diss records, but obviously, I think that's what Julio Foolio would have did in the same situation had the tables been on the other foot, even if he didn't have anything to do with it, as it seems that Young and Ace didn't really have too much to do with it as far as like what we know right now. He doesn't look like he had too much to do with it.
23K.
23, Kendra, Curtis, another 1200 member, Desi, Rod K, Ooh man, that's crazy. That was a lot of ops. It looked like, you know what I'm saying, just almost 20, 30 people right there. That is a lot of people to diss, and that's a lot of people to be pissing off, you know what I'm saying? So not only did he piss off, like, I think it was like 2, 3, maybe 4 other sets other than just 1200, but obviously, as you can see, there was multiple different 1200 block members inside of that diss song. So, yeah, he was putting some work out there, and he was not only putting the work out in the street, but he was also, you know what I'm saying, talking the shit and talking about it in a lot of these music videos. You know what I'm saying, obviously he just dissed a lot of people. So either way, that being said, he was pushing the 1200 members further and further. So he kept just pushing the envelope when it came to these 1200 members who are obviously didn't like him. Obviously think that he did something to their one of their affiliates, and obviously keeps pushing the envelope by dissing them more and more. Now, another name that popped up in this case, Isaiah Chance, also should ring some bells. That is Gutta Zay, for those who know, you know who that is. If you don't remember who Gutta Zay is, Julio Foolio, his friends, one of his homies, it wasn't Julio Foolio himself, but like he was there. One of his homies had a song, and basically they both like filmed a music video at the grave of the little brother of Gutta Zay. So not Gerard Adams, but a different young boy that got unalived. I think in a similar fashion. Basically they went to the gravesite of that person who was the little brother of Gutta Zay, and they also shot a music video there. And after that situation took place, Gutta Zay literally vowed to unalive Julio Foolio and the people around him. Like he made he swore to him, you know what I'm saying, on some arch nemesis anime type shit. He literally swore that it was the worst mistake that he ever could have made. Okay, so what we're taking a look at now is a little bit of that music video by Jake Jid and, you know, Julio Foolio and a couple of other the Sixth Street members. And basically they're at the funeral, basically they're at the gravesite of a 1200 block member 23.
His cousin teaching him the game. Young and started touching pay and to earn himself a name. Young and ain't going, he walking around with some flame. Them shells hotter than a bitch up here, store nigga burn.
Not too long after that situation took place, Gutta Zay actually took to his Instagram to post the biggest mistake anyone on earth could have did. Haunting and chilling words, considering what we know happened to Julio Foolio and a lot of the other people who are actually in this music video. I think that not only just Julio Foolio, but a couple of the other members got gunned down that were in this music video as well. So it seems like Gutta Zay made good on his promise when he said that he was going to get Julio Foolio and the people around him up out of there. And this is, you know, I think that this is not the only public threat that he made, but this is probably the most telling and the one with the most context clues, I would have to say. So on top of all that, you know what I'm saying, all those things that already created all this hatred and animosity between these two sides, something else happens that basically got accredited to Julio Foolio, but we're not 100% sure. We don't have any proof, clarity, certainty that he was affiliated or well, we know he's affiliated because we know somebody from 6 Block did this, but we don't know if it's Julio Foolio. But basically, he got the blame for it. He was the one that the 1,200 members basically assumed did this, and he got the most blame for doing this.
Outraged after someone's recorded urinating on her son's grave. News4Jax has obtained this video of the vandalism. The suspect is also seen knocking down the decorations and heard saying derogatory things. The grave belongs to Joe Rod Adams, his mother.
So that's that. Somebody literally went to the after shooting him at the public high school game. They also went to his gravesite to deface it and piss all over it. So that is insane stuff. Like I said, this is like a level of depravity that is like, it can't even be considered human at this point. Like this is demonic activity that is taking place in the streets of Duval County and Tampa and everything. Like this is crazy, y'all. So yeah, with all that being said, as big of an op as Gutta Zay was, as far as, you know, Julio Foolio, he had some what people would be considering even bigger ops basically lurking around the corner with the Murphy family because of this situation. Like he basically got blamed for doing this to Gerard Adams' grave. And if you remember, the 2 shooters that are at large, the 2 shooters that haven't been caught, Rashad Murphy, that is the brother of Gerard Adams, and the cousin of Gerard Adams is Davion Murphy. So basically they had a lot of reason that they would want to get back at Julio Foolio for doing this to their family member. Like I said, Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy, being the brother and cousin of the victim Gerard Adams, they had a very deep personal vendetta against Julio Foolio. They took everything that was happening with the beef and all the, you know, the diss records and everything that happened. They were taking it to heart and basically placing most of the blame on Julio Foolio. And that's, you know what I'm saying, why they decided to get this retaliation. It's like they teamed up with Sean Gathright and Gutta Zay. It looks like Gutta Zay was actually the person that planted the female with Julio Foolio. If you don't know, basically one of the people who he was drinking with that night. And I even mentioned this in my last video about the company he was keeping that night. He seemed like he was, like, you know, partying with a bunch of females and drinking and having fun, even though he claimed that he doesn't even drink like that. You know, it was just like his birthday or whatever, so he was like drinking and having fun. But it was around a bunch of people and new females that he wasn't exactly familiar with. And you know, that could be extremely dangerous to not be completely sober and on your 10 toes when you're around people that you don't know. Not only that, the female was apparently planted by Gutta Zay so that they could track her around. So basically, she linked up with Julio Foolio, and he went to his different appearances. And then when he went to his different appearances, then he went to the club. Then after he went to the club, he went to the hotel. And basically, she was with him most of the time. And basically, she was being tailed. Everywhere that he went, every single stop that he went, they were tailing right behind him because basically she was telling them where to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just like kept her location on or whatever. And she was telling them exactly where they needed to be and exactly, you know, where to set up the ambush at, because, you know, they basically helped guide through his whole itinerary for that day. So what the Tampa Bay police have to say about this situation.
Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location. This shows the lengths that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video. This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out.
Like, this is so crazy considering we know these guys and we know their faces, and like we know everybody that was affiliated at this point. Like all the people who were there that night their faces have been plastered everywhere. So it's just crazy to see them like with the ski masks and they're sneaking around with their guns and stuff. It's just crazy to see like that. It's just a next level of depravity that you gotta be to go commit acts like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy. But yeah, but anyway, the 3 shooters, like I said before, Rashad Murphy, Davion Murphy, and Sean Cathright. Now, the motive for Sean Cathright is a little bit uncertain right now. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, he obviously is affiliated with opposite sets as far as like Jacksonville and Duval County. So he is in a rival set other than Julio Foolio, but his full reasoning for being a part of this, other than just being a part of the set, is currently unknown, as you know why he was actually one of the active shooters.
Murder.
But yeah, it just looked like Julio Foolio was moving way too crazy that day. Like he not only was linking up with a bunch of random females that he never. It seems to me that Foolio didn't really know too many of the females that he was around that night. Like he was just like, linking up around people, which is like, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that there's anything wrong with like linking up with a new random female. You know what I'm saying? Most men are single men are gonna be doing that. But the problem with that is when you're Julio Foolio, you got to be moving in a whole different type of mind state. You got to be moving militant, super duper militant. You can't even on your birthday. I mean, we already seen what happened to Young and Ace when he was celebrating his brother's birthday. So it's like, it doesn't matter what day it is. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas. You're going to have to be on your freaking P's and Q's and be on your 10 toes. And it seems like that day he was vibing out, trying to be a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just trying to just live it up and have a normal party and trying to just exist. When, you know what I'm saying, there's multiple different factions that are literally looking to take your head off. And so it looked like he was just moving a little bit not cautious enough, or maybe he just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and we're saying that in the comments of my last video, that maybe he was just giving up and maybe he just didn't care. I don't know if I believe that. I don't, want to believe that, somebody would just let themselves go like that in such a brutal manner. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna just put it past anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not gonna put it past anybody. But anyway, let's take another quick look at a little bit of the footage from that day one more time.
Right now, the pool party started at 5, 6 o'clock.
He's dropping his location.
Foolio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here.
Dropping his location multiple times.
I don't need drink.
These random females. So I don't know which one of these ladies is the actual one. You know what I'm saying? I can't see their faces that good, but I'm not sure which one of these is the actual main suspect. You know what I'm saying? I know one of these females got arrested for this, so I'm not sure which one of these it is, but I'm sure that she's in this room right now. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that he was being followed and basically with the plant, basically with the spy the whole night. You feel me?
Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure all the dudes, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to bring no dudes around, you know what I'm saying? He's smarter than that, so he's not going to bring no dudes around him that he don't know like that for real. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely, you know what I'm saying, you a guy, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure most young men will probably feel that same way. Like, you know what I'm saying, you a young, single, popping dude, like, yeah, you gonna invite multiple females, they might invite a couple friends, just to make the party more lit, you know what I'm saying, just to make the atmosphere more lit, when it's just more lit when there's more women around, you know what I'm saying, that's just how it feels. But at the same time, like I said, when you are Julio Foolio or Young and Ace or anybody like that, you have to be overly militant every single day.
Everybody got their shot, put their shot in the air, man. Okay, David. Everybody take their shit on 3, man. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, that's crazy, man. To see, you know what I'm saying, just people just trying to have a good time and stuff like that, and in the background there's literally this ominous cloud of death just kind of just following following Julio Foolio around. It's crazy to see.
The investigation would later reveal that the 3 armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects.
Yeah, that should go to show y'all right there. Y'all be careful what y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all you go out now committing crimes and stuff. Your phone's tracking you, your car's tracking you, your card in your wallet is tracking. Everything's tracking you, fam. So be real careful when you're out doing stuff. Like I said, there's no real like motive known right now for Sean Gaithright. I just know that he is one of the main, he is one of the active shooters. He's not like just part of the plan. Like I said, Gutazay was just part of the plan, but he wasn't actually one of the shooters. But Sean Gaithright is one of the shooters, and we are not 100% sure what his motive is at this time. If anybody is a little bit more tapped in than me to the Florida and Jacksonville streets or whatever. Y'all hit me down in the comments and let me know why Sean Gaithright was affiliated. Why did Sean Gaithright go and shoot Julio Foolio? Why was he one of the main shooters? If you know, let me know in the comments. So like I said before, there were a couple arrests that were made. There were about like 3 or 4 arrests that were made. And obviously one of those is Gutazay. I think that the only 2 ones that are still at large are the 2 members of the Murphy family. And so we're gonna look at some of the arrest footage of Gutazay getting arrested because it's kind of funny.
Driver, open the car door. Let me see your hands. Step on out. Step on out. Look away. Back up to the sound of my voice. Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. What? Just listen to us. We'll talk about
that's
it.
Sean. That looks like that might be Sean Gaithright right there.
Turn.
I
Now
can't
walk
really
back
tell.
to the
It's
sound
a
of my
little
voice. Come
fuzzy
on
on this body
Keep
cam
coming.
footage.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Yeah, it looks like
Keep
that
coming.
might be
Keep coming. Walk back to me.
Sean Gaithright right there.
Can't find your back.
Yeah. So I thought, I got a good eye, y'all. My eye is good, even in the fuzziness. I got it. Hey, you arrested your girl too? So we got Sean Gaithright already in the back. They already got him. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. He's literally in the back of the van or the police like truck or whatever. He literally just sitting there, bro. Like he fucking Joker from the DC universe, bro. Like bro, they sent the big dogs out to swoop them up, and it don't matter where they was at. They could have been in the bathroom at Starbucks. They would have drug them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, they sent the big dogs to come. You know it's bad when they send a team and they stuffing y'all in the back of the truck. They just going from place to place, stuffing y'all in the back of the truck, making sure that they don't take nobody in just yet, so that they don't alert people to the fact that y'all are all getting arrested. You know what I'm saying?
We have a warrant for your arrest.
Now it looks like this is gonna be Gutazay coming out here.
Up your front door with nothing in your hand. We are not going away. We're heading your way to a.
Hands up! You're good. Come on out. Hands up. Put your hands up.
So they probably got Sean back in one of these somewhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Probably got him sitting in the back of the truck.
Put your hands in the air. Hands up.
Hands in the air.
So there he is right there. Coming out of the house right over here, guys.
All right. Slowly walk toward me. Let's go. Right here. Walk right here. Let's go. Yeah.
Walk this way. Listen to the instructions.
Yep.
Hey, get your hands up and walk out towards me. Hey, over here. Come this way. Over here. You're going to get hit with the less lethal. Get your hands up and walk towards me.
Well, you better listen. This is not the time to be trying to act hard or trying to be acting gangster. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one for always, wanting to do everything the police say every time they start yelling something at you. But you got 6 trained armed gunmen who aren't regular police, but they're actually trained armed tactical police. Like, bro, you better just do whatever they say.
Hands up and walk toward me. Hands up and walk toward me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Why he look like that?
Keep coming.
I know that rain ain't affecting you that much.
Stop! Stop! Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist.
Yeah, they treat bro like he John Wick. Like he gonna act, he might just in a split second turn around and grab somebody his waist and hit everybody in the head. One tap everybody. Like, bro, but you gotta be extra careful. You never know, bro. You don't want to lose a life just because you trying to be
Look at me. Back up to me.
hard.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right, go to your
Isaiah
knees.
Chance, right there.
Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Alright, looks like they're putting him in handcuffs now. Boom. Just like that, it's a wrap, yo.
Isaiah.
Just like that, it's a wrap.
Isaiah. Stand up. Isaiah Chance, right? Face that lemon. Keep walking. Now turn
Now it looks like that the female that was arrested for, you know, basically being the one. This is the girl who was put in with Julio Foolio. She was the spy. Like, she was the implanted soldier, basically. Like, she was the one that was, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha, geeky. Let's have a shot, Julio. All night, you know what I'm saying? That was her. And then in the background texting and showing them the location and stuff. Like, this is the backdoor queen right here. Can't believe it, man. Can't stand the backdoor queen, bro.
Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Like, bro, we gotta make sure we normalize giving these women a full sentence. Act as if she pulled the trigger herself, because it is just like, bro, that's just different levels of deceit right there. Like, your deceit causes somebody's death, you gotta be thrown under the jail too. No more light sentences. Alicia Andrews, backdoor queen. Alicia, look at that face. Get in the truck. Yeah, sit your ass in the truck. God damn it. Alright, y'all. Let him let's watch the perp walk. Let him perp walk him. This is the perp walk right here. Look at him. Yes, sir. The face of you never getting out again. Never gonna see the light of day again. You up out of there. Oh, you thought you was gonna get out today? Womp womp. You know what I'm saying? This is them right here. This is the trio. This is all who's gotten arrested right here. The 2 people that are still at large are the 2 Murphy family, Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy, the 2 actual family members of Gerard Adams. Yeah, man, that is crazy. That is crazy. This story has unfolded in so many crazy twists and turns and ways, y'all. So that is insane to think about. But anyway, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed that one. If there's anything that I missed at all, y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know, because we, you know what I'm saying, we will continue to piece together the pieces of this case. If there's any other information, if we figured out more information about the Deshaun Gathright and his affiliation with everything, we're gonna, you know, we will probably drop another quick video, or if there's a bunch of information that comes out, we'll definitely be doing a part 3. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to this video, and yeah, make sure you drop a like before you leave and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subbed. I appreciate all the new subs who have come through and all the new people who have come through showing love to the channel. I love y'all, man. Y'all are the best. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you have a rest of a good day, and make sure you have a rest of a good week. Stay out of trouble, and stay out of them streets, you know what I'm saying? Because it is dangerous out there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love y'all, and I will be seeing you soon. And if you're looking for another video just like this, make sure you click the video right there. You know what I'm saying? Some more good information and content. You dig me? All right, y'all be good. Like the video. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one. We out.
Yeah.